know, your ass better call somebody.
Welcome. It's Dubbers, and I'm playing Madden 21 franchise mode. I think I'm going to play as the Seahawks.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
No, really? An owner. Adam Copeland's going to be the owner. And league settings. Okay. Yeah.
Select the team you want to join.
Okay.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, edge is gonna be our. No, he's not heavy. Muscular, I guess. Yeah. I guess one. I guess. Yeah, he can use Carol's playbook. Okay.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Who we got for quarterbacks left? Fuck it, I could always trade down later.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
My turn again?
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Okay, Bobby.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
gonna go with the center.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
His defensive tackle, I guess. Oh, he's younger. So.
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Free safety. Cornerback.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
They're making it sound like that's a bad pick. I'll take Melvin.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
I'll take Moses.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Probably lock it, I guess.
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Okay. Let's take this left guard.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Let's see what they got for kickers actually. Take Tucker.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Yeah, I know. Drew Brees is still in here.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Yeah, Sims up pretty quick. That's cool.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
There's somebody took Breeze yet. Yeah. SS. Fuck.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Oh, Drew Brees is still in here.
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
I think I need an RE.
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking what I actually need off tackle. I don't want to end up shitty.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
No, why don't you do it? I'll take this guy. Okay.
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Right guard.
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Why are all these punters so old? I'll take JK still.
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Grab another quarterback. Or not.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Don't think I need more. No more wide receivers.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Only cornerbacks.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
That guy looks good.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
I'll take Abdullah because I need another halfback.
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
How many defensive tackles? I'll take another one, I guess.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
I don't think I need any more cornerbacks.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Who's in there for quarterbacks?
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
How long does this go?
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Okay. Go for tackle. Let's go for Mr. Penn.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Another center. Mr. Garland, you'll do.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Go into the guards. Mr. Carpenter.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Okay, Van Roden.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Right tackle.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Oh.
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Mr. Clem.
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
I mean, he's 43. I know he's the best in the world, but see who we can get. No. Bucks. Cards. Chargers. Yeah. Colts. Cowboys. Dolphins. option. And the Niners get Kaepernick is back in a Niners uniform. Niners. Let's just see. Straight up trade. Yeah, I didn't think so. Like to get Wilson, but try to get someone in their 20s. Let's see if they'll accept it. Second round? Okay. Seventh round. Just okay, straight up trade. You're not interested in Tom Brady? Okay. Let's just see. How about Watson? Russell. Bring Russell back to the... Let's see if I give him a drop. Like so. Okay, whatever, we'll keep Brady. See if we got anybody good in the free agency. He's got like the coolest name ever. Brady.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
Yes.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hmm. 85s. Gonna play the Falcons.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Georgia, it's week 1 of the on EA Sports. Taysom Hill and the Athletics, Tom Brady and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age now. It's the great Tom Brady.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave what?
Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown.
Speak of that.
Lockett, 72 yards. And the Seahawks have first quarter lead.
Leave Lockett
We
wide
thought
open
they may be
like
a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Start out with a blitz.
On first down, Hill steps away. He's going to take off with space to maneuver at the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left, he'll run it. It's no need when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Running back or quarterback?
32-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Hill. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Hill's pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Hill now to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Hill throwing once more. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Boswell good for point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Aldon Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here.
It got his man complete.
Yes.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 43 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And And he's got this down to the 35. Nice 12 yards that time and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, he caught it.
Caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they have. Going to be brought down here in the backfield. Well, free safety, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. To his left. He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. He'll air this one out for Boyd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that, turned into an interception.
Step to his left. He's going to take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
On play action, it's Brady.
The Falcons' 20-yard line.
Now he's got it. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking Arda. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the D. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Now, they don't have to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Holding offense.
Nice going, guys.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining.
Returnable for Lockett. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here, clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and many.
A hole in that zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Into the red zone, it's Brady. The tight end kills. He will score. Touchdown. A 14 touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
All-Pro Travis Kelce had 90 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdowns Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. You have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. That thing happened offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now it's Hill. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing again is Hill. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Prince Amukamara.
To throw again. Hill trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. It's off by Kyle Ford. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This will be Caught inside the 10. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Woo!
And he's
Yes.
caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the quarters. Really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to where Jonathan Coachman has our Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here. Third.
Set to kick.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Adrian.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Hill rolling to his left. Pull it down. Good coverage downfield, taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Johnson.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the side.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments you're going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Once again, they run with Mixon. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him ghost the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Yes.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I think what we just saw their partner was speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
He's got his man, Boyd. And they're able to get us the 30 down to the 25. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Hill on 1st down. He finds his running back, Mixon. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That is a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Another try for Mixon, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Now Hill on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the yard line. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Desperation time on 4th for Hill. And it is incomplete. And hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4, and they convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
To throw, it's Brady. Caught by Beasley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard.
Yes. Move maker. I'm not even going to snap it. Oh. Not necessary, but that's gonna be in the end zone. You can have those short ones. What was that's ball game. Hundred %.
For each position, browse available players to improve your team. This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths and weaknesses. Too many players on your team. Choose which players you want to cut. Easily see how many Here are some recommendations to get you started.
Yeah, easy.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Okay. Well, that'll be it for this time. If you enjoyed it, as always, keep your stick on the ice. Oh, wait, that's not my line. Have a good one.